Good evening. Tonight's headlines feature a mix of events. Firstly, Richard Marr is reported missing by relatives, prompting a community-wide search effort. Meanwhile, businessman A. Mohammed extends educational support to children in Tuckville, fostering academic growth in the community. In legal news, former government minister Simona Brooms files a lawsuit against a social media commentator, highlighting the intersection of technology and law. Additionally, Andrew Marx faces charges for the possession of a firearm, while Devon Davis and Tobin are charged with theft and drug possession, respectively. Tragically, an 11-year-old student is struck down by a minibus while crossing the road, underscoring road safety concerns. In other news, the Guyana Post Office Corporation unveils a commemorative stamp honoring Captain Roland D Silva's legacy. Lastly, Rayon's Bevany is reported missing by relatives, prompting urgent efforts to locate them. Stay tuned for updates on these developing stories.
Richard Marr reported missing by relatives. The family of Richard Marr, 57 years old, from Quarry Village, Central Rupununi, Region 9, is seeking urgent assistance in locating their missing relative. Mr. Marr departed with 3 Guyanese individuals in a yellow vehicle to work in Berbice in September 2023, with plans to return home by December 2023. However, there has been no communication from him since his departure, causing great concern for his family. If anyone has information regarding the whereabouts of Richard Marr or has seen him since his departure, please contact his nephew Ornel Marr at 693-2903 or reach out to the Ariwa Village Council immediately. Your assistance in this matter is greatly appreciated, and any information provided will aid in locating Mr. Marr and ensuring his safe return to his family. Businessman A. Mohammed provides educational support to children in Toussville. Over 25 children in the Toussville area experienced joy and gratitude today as businessman Mana Mohammed distributed a variety of school items to support their education. The event, held earlier this afternoon, saw children aged 4 to 16 receiving essential educational tools including laptops, printers, electronic tablets, calculators, backpacks, and stationery items, among others. The children, predominantly from the tenement yard area, expressed immense happiness upon receiving the much-needed school supplies. Despite the ongoing teachers' strike, they remained committed to their studies with the support of their parents and older siblings. The materials provided by Mr. Mohammed will greatly assist them in completing their homework and assignments. Among the beneficiaries are students from schools such as St. John's College, South, and North Ruenvelt Secondary School, Toussville Primary, St. Thomas More Primary, and St. Margaret's Primary. During the distribution, residents also had the opportunity to voice their needs and requests for assistance, which Mr. Mohammed has promised to consider and address. The initiative, spearheaded by Natasha Hackett, received appreciation from the community for Mr. Mohammed's generous intervention, which will undoubtedly make a significant impact on the educational journey of these children. Former government minister Simona Brooms sues social media commentator for defamation. Former APNU/AFC minister Simona Brooms has initiated legal action against controversial social media commentator Mikhail Rodriguez, popularly known as the Guyanese critic, for defamatory statements allegedly made during his program, Morning Live with Guyanese Critic. According to court documents obtained by HGP Nightly News, Rodriguez is accused of referring to Brooms as a scammer, a rip-off, and a human trafficker during his broadcast on January 22, 2024. Brooms, who was served with the court documents on Monday, is seeking damages totaling $450,000,000 for the alleged defamation. When contacted for comment, Brooms stated that she prefers to let the courts handle the matter on her behalf. She emphasized that Rodriguez's statements were an attempt to defame her character, which she maintains is unblemished, and undermine her work as a hero in the fight against human trafficking. The legal proceedings underscore the seriousness with which Brooms regards the alleged defamation and her commitment to defending her reputation and integrity. Marx arrested and charged for possession of firearm. Andrew Marx, a 27-year-old vendor of Jackson Street, Toosville, was apprehended and charged today for possession of firearm without license and possession of ammunition without license, as per Section 16, 2A, of the Firearm Act, Chapter 1605. Marx appeared before Senior Magistrate Sunil Scarce at Golden Grove Magistrates Court No. 1, where the charges were officially read to him. Despite pleading not guilty, Marx was remanded to prison pending further legal proceedings. The case has been adjourned to 25th of March 2024. The arrest of Marx transpired on Friday last at approximately 01:45 hours by police ranks stationed at the Splash Amani event held at the Guyana National Stadium in Providence, East Bank Demerara. Marx, who was present at the show, aroused suspicion with his behavior while wearing a black jersey and blue pants. Upon noticing the police presence, Marx attempted to evade capture by fleeing in a southern direction and leaping over a nearby fence. Police officers pursued him, and Marx subsequently jumped into a nearby trench where he was apprehended. Following his detainment, a thorough search was conducted, revealing a firearm concealed in his pants crotch. The firearm, identified as a 9mm pistol, was accompanied by 1 magazine and 16 live matching rounds. The swift and decisive actions of the police exemplify their commitment to maintaining public safety and upholding the law. Devon Davis is charged with simple larceny in Georgetown. Devon Davis, aged 40 and a resident of Leopold Street, Georgetown, faced legal proceedings last week after being arrested and charged with the offense of simply larceny. Davis appeared before Magistrate Judy Latchman at the Diamond Magistrates Court, where the charge was formally presented to him. During the court session, Davis pleaded not guilty to the charge of simple larceny. Despite his plea, bail was refused, and he was remanded to prison by Magistrate Latchman. The case has been adjourned to March 21, 2024, providing additional time for legal preparations and proceedings. The judicial process will continue as Davis's case progresses through the legal system. The authorities remain committed to upholding justice and ensuring the safety and security of the community. Noel Tobin charged with possession of narcotics in Bartica. Noel Tobin, a 28-year-old taxi driver of Bartica, faced charges today at the Bartica Magistrates Court following his arrest last week for possession of a substantial quantity of marijuana. Tobin appeared before Magistrate Lambert to answer to the charge of possession of narcotic for the purpose of trafficking, as stipulated in Section 5(1)(ai) of the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Control Act, Chapter 1010. During the court proceedings, Tobin pleaded not guilty to the charge. Despite his plea, he was remanded to prison by the magistrate. The matter has been adjourned to date of adjournment, providing additional time for legal proceedings and deliberations. The arrest of Tobin came after a thorough search of his apartment by officers from the Bartica Police Station in Regional Division 7. The search uncovered a significant quantity of marijuana, totaling 33,470 grams. Subsequently, Tobin was taken into custody and charged accordingly. The legal process will continue as Tobin's case progresses through the judicial system. The Bartica police remain committed to upholding the law and ensuring the safety and well-being of the community. "11-year-old student struck down by minibus while crossing road." Jafia Beta, an 11-year-old student of Zeeburg Secondary School, was tragically struck down by a minibus in front of the school premises last Wednesday, sometime between 14:30 and 1500 hours. According to Jacqueline Leitch, the child's mother, she received a distressing call from a teacher of the school while she was at work, informing her of the accident. Beta had been struck by a minibus while attempting to cross the road within the school zone. She was immediately rushed to the Leonora Cottage Hospital. Upon arriving at the hospital, Leitch found her child in severe pain, with injuries to her head, face, and body. Beta received medical treatment for her injuries, but the extent of her condition required further examination. Following the incident, Leitch proceeded to the Leonora police station, where she filed a report of the accident. The driver of the minibus was subsequently arrested and later released on station bail. Leitch revealed that the driver allegedly attempted to settle the matter by offering her $40,000 Guyana dollars, which she declined, opting instead to pursue legal action. The driver's response, questioning who would compensate him for damages to his bus in court, left Leitch deeply unsettled. Eyewitnesses reported that the minibus was allegedly speeding at the time of the accident, adding further gravity to the situation. Beta, still experiencing significant pain and headaches, underwent a CT scan at the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation on Thursday. The results are pending and expected to be available today. The family seeks justice for Jafia Beta and calls for a thorough investigation into the circumstances surrounding the accident. Guyana Post Office Corporation unveils Captain Roland D Silva commemorative stamp. The Guyana Post Office Corporation, GPOC, in collaboration with the Guyana Defense Force, GDF, proudly announces the launch of a commemorative stamp honoring the esteemed life and contributions of Captain Roland D Silva at Camp Guyana. This commemorative stamp marks the GPOC's inaugural release for the year and is now available for purchase by the general public. At a special unveiling ceremony, Acting Postmaster General, Tiffany Williams, presented the official first day cover to Captain D Silva's wife, Jennifer, in the presence of their children, Tina and Roland. Distinguished guests at the event included Prime Minister Brigadier, Reddit, the Honorable Mark Phillips, Chief of Staff of the GDF, Brigadier Omar Khan, National Security Advisor Captain Jerry Gouveia, former Chief of Staff of the GDF Major General, Reddit, Norman McLean, and other esteemed members of the Guyana Defense Force. Captain Roland D Silva's illustrious aviation career spanned from 1953 to 2006. Renowned for his strategic brilliance, operational prowess, and unwavering dedication to aviation, Captain D Silva left an indelible mark on Guyanese and international aviation history. One of his significant achievements was his pivotal role in intercepting critical information that led to strategic actions during the Rupununi Uprising in 1969. For his bravery and valor, he was honored as the sole Guyanese recipient of the Cacique's Crown of Valor. Captain D Silva also made history by becoming the first Guyanese to join the British Guyana Airways in September 1957. Additionally, he earned the distinction of being the first Guyanese to hold a commercial and instruments rating pilot's license in 1961. The Captain Roland D Silva commemorative stamp serves as a fitting tribute to a remarkable individual whose legacy continues to inspire generations. Missing person report. Name, Rounds Bevany. Age, 13 years old. Last seen, February 23, 2024. Description, wearing a gray vest and black tights. Details, Rounds Bevany, a 13-year-old, has been reported missing since February 23, 2024. She was last seen wearing a gray vest and black tights. Her current whereabouts are unknown. Contact information. If you have seen Rounds or have any information regarding her whereabouts, please contact Jada George at 617-5932 or 701-0709. Alternatively, you can reach out to the nearest police station. Your assistance in reposting and sharing this information is greatly appreciated. Let's work together to bring Rounds home safely.